just ran a checkup on myself.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Ready! Mike, 56, right there, 56. Cover! Switch!
Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2 they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in. Okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
6 guys! Check 6 guys! Show it up!
Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Ready? 70, Indy, hard. Back. Fight.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike.
Throwing is Jackson. Jackson fighting through pressure. Powerful running. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come to my world.
Here's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews there. 3rd down here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
57. 57. Check back.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week. Because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check it back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pull it together. Wide, get wide. 36.
Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. All the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Allen's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Set 30 base.
56.
General West.
Kill. Watch the end. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
61, matchbox light.
Second and 1. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it down here to the... .43.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They're set up to throw. They will get batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Got him in. It's ball. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check.
And Jackson throwing once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Kill. Watch that.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Open man is Galladay, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Go!
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check three.
Bam!
Check.
Hey, Haywood!
Let's go.
They'll throw down on the final play. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away. And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge of the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Well, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to get some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, they scared. They scared. You got it to 6. Pull it. Half. You got tight right there. That's it.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Jackson to throw from his end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off. I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Now lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check. Lucky. Go.
Now Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Down. 50. Play.
All day, every
Topper.
SOS. SOS. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Look at me. Zipper.
under 10. 10.
Hustle. Snap.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Goes to the right side here, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Squeeze, double. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Watch the run. Check 9. Check 43.
Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
It's a loss of 9. Now 2nd and goal.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Y'all playing slow. Hey, Jack,
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 49. Check. Zoom.
Jackson operating from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In on to stop the safety, Troy Apke. 2nd and 6. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw now, first down. He's got Allen. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. To throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Hey, Charlie!
That's expected. They're going for it to keep the drive alive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they...
And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. Looking to throw.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they drop to throw. And caught by Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Chargers 21.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Big Ed. Jim. Let's go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And again this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check nickel.
Again, it's Edwards. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space. Maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
I'm going to run you over. Set, go. 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Ready, go. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He completes it to Henry.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.